Hey guys, time for a semi-serious talk. Don't worry, nothing bad's happened. I just want to kind of speak about something that's been on my mind recently. Um, so it's really been coming into my mind recently that with the upcoming release of Saints Row, the old Saints Row as we know it's going away, it's fading. And I mean, technically, that Saints Row has been gone for many years at this point. Saints Row 4 was the ending. They did tell us this, and we're lucky to be getting a Saints Row game at all, realistically. But it's safe to say that with this new Saints Row game being different in many areas, and I'm not saying it's worse, I'm just saying it's different, which it is, it's understandable to see why people are a bit hung up on the old games and not letting it go, so to speak. And I get it. But I want to kind of just give some kind of advice on what my mindset is at with this new game, and try and help anyone who is a bit too hung up on how good the old games were and are holding it against this new game. Some advice to hopefully let them enjoy Saints Row like I'm enjoying it. So, I'll do my best. So, what you need to understand is, this reboot is not the reason that Saints Row is dead. Okay? If you want to think Saints Row is dead in your mind, that's fine. But it's not the reboot's fault. Realistically, that ended with Saints Row 4. This reboot has done nothing to that old franchise whatsoever. This is a new thing. It's completely departed from the old storyline, and this reboot is not at fault for what happened to the old games. I keep hearing, complaints about, this has ruined Saints Row. It's like, Saints Row ended. That version of Saints Row that you love so much has been gone for years. It ended with Agents of Mayhem. It ended with Gather to Hell. It's gone. So, to hear that everyone blames the reboot for the fact Saints Row is, like, different and it's not the same game, it's like, well, realistically, it's because Saints Row was done. So, I want to just say that. Second of all, the old characters are great. I understand that, definitely. I'm completely with you. I grew up on these games. As much as people like to say I haven't played the old games, I have extensively. I grew up on them, and I loved every single one of them unbelievably. I can recommend any Saints Row game to any gamer out there, as much as I hate the word gamer, and I can guarantee they'll have a blast on every single one of them. But, we're saying goodbye to the characters that we have loved over these years, and that is definitely a shock to the system. But once again, we said goodbye to them how many years ago? Like, this new Saints Row is a fresh beginning, not an ending, because it ended ages ago. So I see a lot of people holding this reboot against the old games, or the old games against the reboot, sorry. Going like, oh, well, it's not as good as the old games, it'll never match the old games. It's not supposed to. The old games are done. They love those games, they treasure them. It's the end of an era. And we're into a new era now. And I think that the more I hear people blame the reboot for the death of Saints Row, the more I realise people don't understand that Saints Row was never meant to carry on in its prior form. It just wasn't. And I understand you want the old cast back, and I get it, because they are fucking amazing. But they're done. And you'd have a Call of Duty situation where the games have been milked over so many years with so many of the same characters coming back, where people get bored. I mean, you already kind of have that. There's the games that people think are great, and then the ones that came after that they complain about. Some people say it's 2, some say it's 3. Where they go, everything after 2 was awful. Everything after 3 was awful. And some everything after 4 was awful. Everything after 1 was awful, And when you get to that sort of divide, I feel like if you carry on the series, all you're going to do is split the people up more. It's kind of where I'm at with it. I mean, hell, look at the community. It's fractured as hell. This new Saints Row, to me, seems to be a way to kind of pull everyone from that community who's going to have an open mind and go into this new Saints Row understanding it's a new Saints Row, not Saints Row Part 2. I think if they come over to this new game, they will, with an open mind, see that it's trying to pull everyone in. Old fans, new fans, to create this new community that is a lot less fractured, a lot less broken, and kind of more coherent with the games. So, love it or hate it, Saints Row is trying to bring back at least some form of community. I also think it's really important people just give it a chance. Like, I get why you're upset, and I do, believe it or not. A lot of it I do believe is just blind hate. I think there's a lot of blind hate. But there's some genuine criticism. And the criticism I understand more than anything myself is they're just going to miss the old games. And that's fine. That is the fairest criticism to have. But it's less of a criticism, it's more just your nostalgia kicking in. Because if this Saints Row reboot never came out, you would still miss the old games. Because there's no new game coming. There is no Saints Row 5. This Saints Row reboot did not stop a possible Saints Row 5, because they weren't going to do a Saints Row 5 to begin with. So, I know a lot of people like go, oh man, this reboot's caused the death of Saints Row and it's over now because this reboot, no one's going to want to play the games. Saints Row's gone, oh my god. It's like, it's been gone forever. It's been gone since 2014, 2015, I don't know when Get Out of Hell came out. Just before I go, I want to just quickly say, if there's something holding you back about Saints Row, I want to know about it. I want to hear your thoughts, and I want to know how you're feeling about the game, and if there's any way I can help try and ease your mind about something, I'd be more than willing to do that in the comment section. So if you want to just comment something down below that's stressing you out, if you're like, oh, I'm panicking about this, oh, I don't like the new Saints Row because of this, I can do my best to kind of help. There's some things I just blatantly won't be able to with the information I have, but there's some things that I have to keep re-explaining for people. And it usually eases their thoughts, and I have it a ton of times. So comment down below what's panicking you, and I'll do my best to kind of ease your mind of it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.